Okay, so I'm on my way to work. So this is just going to be a quick little update from the first week. My intention was to do this last night at the end of day 7, but that didn't happen. So today is day 8, aka day 1 of week 2, and I realized a lot of interesting things during the first week. So the thing that I was most not worried about, but just interested to see if it would happen, was this whole keto flu thing. So the first day that I started this keto journey, the beginning of the day was fine, and then I got done with work, got home, we had Bible study around 7:30, and I could tell that my body was feeling tired. It was feeling like, just run down, just sluggish, that kind of thing. Well, by the time we maybe got an hour into Bible study, my head was killing me. So much so that I had to go and lay down. And my stomach was slightly upset. Not a lot, but it was mostly my head. So that was not fun. So we quickly started looking for ways to alleviate the symptoms of this whole keto flu situation, and remembered that we had heard that keto eaters need more salt in their diets, and they're just missing electrolytes. So the next day I went and bought chicken broth, which was amazing because I felt like I was getting ready. Like every time that I ate it, I was adding soup to my diet, which helped obviously make me fuller with the extra liquid on my stomach, and it kept me from feeling bad. So that was good. So other than Monday, with maybe the exception of like Tuesday and just feeling again run down and a slight headache, not anything nearly as bad as Monday, I really only went through the keto flu one day. And I really do attribute that to eating the chicken broth, just things with more salt and more electrolytes in it. As far as the week is concerned, energy-wise, I did feel a little tired for maybe the first 4 days. The first 4 days I felt more tired than usual, but I'm usually tired. So I don't really know if I can attribute that to the diet switch alone or just my week, but I did notice some changes in energy. But here on day 8, I feel back to normal as far as energy is concerned. I was consistent about working out. I got 4 days in of lifting, and I got 3 days in of walking. I believe that's what I said in the last video that I wanted to do, so I was able to do that. The first day of lifting, which I did legs, and legs is the most cardio intensive strength day that I have. I did notice a slight decline. However, I did lift heavier. I just was exceptionally tired doing it. And by lifting heavier, I mean like 5 pounds. So, yes, I felt tired, but I was still able to get under the same weight that I had been doing before. And so as far as performance is concerned, the feeling of it, yes, that changed, but the ability for me to be able to move the weight that I'm used to moving, that was the same. And then every day after that I felt like was pretty much the same as far as lifting was concerned. So my workouts haven't really suffered, which is great because I was worried about that. And I know, some people report having performance decline when they do the keto diet. So fortunately, I've not seen that as of yet, but we will keep looking into that as things go on. I've really been enjoying eating steak and eggs, and I've really been enjoying eating chicken wings, because before I was on a high carb, high protein, low fat, so I can eat all the oatmeal in the world, but like chicken wings, unless I planned for that, it wasn't really happening. So So I've been enjoying the foods that I've been eating. And the first day, I felt really, really full. But I can probably also attribute that to the fact that I did that nasty apple cider vinegar drink. And I only did that the first day because I was just like, I can't handle this. Sorry guys, it's bright. It's just like I can't handle that. I did do it today because today I'm going to begin intermittent fasting for this week and just see how it affects my weight loss, my fat loss. But I mixed in some 0-calorie lemon juice, some stevia to it, and added more water. So it was easier to go down, but it still was not by any means anything that I want to do. So we're gonna do it today, see if it ties me over till 12. Tomorrow we're gonna do the intermittent fasting without it and see if I can make it to 12, because if I can, then I definitely don't want to do this. That's not something, I'm sorry. You know, I know there's some people who swear by it, but I am gagging trying to get that stuff down. So yeah. But other than that, everything that I've been eating, I've loved. Let me see. What else can I think of? Oh, okay. So when I started, I was at 183. And I got on the scale this morning after I went for a walk. And I'm at 181.2. And I really think that that is mostly water weight, because what I've noticed is during this first week I've had 0 bloat, which has been very nice. And even in the pictures that I've taken between day 1 or the night before day 1 and then today, you can tell like there's less bloat. I didn't measure this morning because I was running behind because I didn't get the food prep last night, so I had to do a little bit this morning. But you know, the decrease in bloat is evident in the picture, so whenever I get an opportunity, I will take new measurements and see, you know, if there's been any significant change there. But I'm loving not feeling bloated, because that was something that I would feel a lot before, and I don't really think I realized it until this week. But I do feel better in that regard. So I made it through week 1, and during week 1 have found different recipes that I can use to make some things that I'm really going to miss. Like I found a really good keto tortilla recipe, and this Hot Pocket one that I really want to try. So I'm excited about that. So I mean, we'll see what this next week holds, but maybe I can get a little bit more creative in my foods going forward. And I think that's pretty much it as far as a recap goes. I made it through week 1. I'm super pumped about it. I feel good. I haven't experienced that energy spike that people are talking about, but you know, I wasn't really in it for that. I'm really in it for the physique reasons, not for the energy reasons. I guess I can just drink coffee, even though I really don't like coffee. But yeah, cravings, that was the last thing. There were 2 days where I was craving carbs heavily. So one day was when I went to the movies to go see Toy Story 4, and I love popcorn, and I did not eat any, but the temptation was high. Because you could smell it. It smelled so good. And then, you know, I'm getting used to eating fat, so you could smell the butter, which was appealing, but then the popcorn itself was appealing. But I didn't do it, and it helps, I think, that I went to the movies by myself because it was late and last minute. So I didn't give in. And then the second time was on Saturday. Our town's Christian Training Center had a fundraiser event, a walk event, and out there they were selling Chick-fil-A meals, which came with like obviously the sandwich, but then the chips and things like that. And everyone around me was eating that, and I was super tempted because I love Chick-fil-A in general, but then bread and chips. So, but I didn't give in. Again, I didn't give in at all. I haven't had any carbs over what I'm allowed to, and it really has consisted of cabbage and spinach and like a spring mix, and any like negligible carbs that come from the egg whites and things like that. So I've hit what I was supposed to hit. And I made it through week 1, which is what I understand is the hardest week. So now to week 2, which I'm excited about. I've switched up my numbers just a little bit. I've dropped my fats to 70%. My proteins I've raised to 25%, and my carbs are still the same at 5%. So, which is less than 30. I think it's actually less than 25 grams each day. So anyway, we shall see, but that is the recap of week 1, and honestly, I'm enjoying it. So we'll see what week 2 holds, and then I'll give an update in a week. See ya.